guys and gals, and everybody here from Drakewing Gaming. It's Something Mounts of the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Minotaur Hotel. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alrighty. Let's see. Daily Agenda Tutorial. You now have full control of your daily activities. On top of managing the R&D and exploration teams, you can now choose how to spend your time on the daily agenda screen. The left side of the screen shows your current teams. Click on the Manage Team button to manage R&D and exploration. And as usual, okay, starting to customize, pending projects, confirm. Okay. The middle of the screen shows a list of daily tasks you can perform, such as working on side projects or spending time with your staff. Click on these and your current plan for the day will be set. You can also customize Asterian's appearance by clicking the Customize Asterian button on the top right, or looking at pending R&D projects by clicking the Pending Projects button. The bottom of the screen shows your current plan for the day. You can change it by selecting a different activity or selecting the Cancel Plan button. When your planning is finished, click the Confirm Plan button to continue. You will perform your daily activities and meet up with your teams at the end of the day. Let's see. Staff route. Okay. You can now choose to spend time with your staff members if they are available during a given day. Spending time with the character will help him work through his issues or give more insight on him. As a result of this personal growth, your character's stats can improve over time. You can see each character's route progress in the guest menu. Keep in mind that if the character is assigned to either the R&D or exploration teams, he will be dismissed for the day to make time for you. It's up to you to balance a character's personal development with his contributions to R&D and exploration. As of this build, routes are a work in progress, only Kota and Kinbish's being complete. You may get a message on the character select screen informing you that you can't currently advance a character's route past that point. Okay, I guess I'm going with Kota then. Alright, so that's done with that. Skip tutorial. Okay. You can see his tutorials at any time from the help menu. Oh, okay. Daily agenda. Hang out with Luke and Kota. Your current plan for the day is manage teams. Well, it's not the highest stat, but it's definitely tied for second. Let's see. Okay, finish that. I don't know doing anything right now. Okay, let's see. Projects. Customize Asterian. Fur color. Let's see. Let's go with. Let's see what we can do with Asterian. Let's go with brown. Clothes. Okay, I like that. Okay. Armband, yes. Neckwear. Okay, I like that. Alright. One second, y'all. So, water time. Ooh. Oh, that was good. Okay. Alright, pending projects. Ethical gem. Pending projects. Okay, reward, Okay, I don't have any projects right now. Manage teams. The agenda. Click on a guest to select him. Staff with Kota. Asterian's vaccine's not available for this build. Okay. Alright. Current plan for the day is I'll hang out with Luke. I'll hang out with Kota. Okay, so I can only do one of those things? Okay. Idle. Hang out with. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Manage teams. There we go. Okay. Let's send to R&D. Okay. Okay, he's on R&D. Let's do pending projects. So, I don't think we can assign him anything yet. I guess to select him. Okay, we'll hang out with Kota. Confirm plan. Done planning? Yes. Okay. During his downtime, when he wasn't down in the bedrock helping with R&D or on an expedition out to the valley, Kota tended to keep to himself. When he had first arrived, he'd spend almost all such moments in his room, but now, with things smoothed out between him and Luke, the dragon could often be found resting in a large armchair by the lounge's hearth. His brows would furrow in thought, and his mouth would pull down into a tiny frown as he'd stare deep into the dancing flames, almost meditative despite the music blaring from the speakers over the bar. Excuse me. That is how you find him when you make your way to the lounge, taking advantage of the post-lunch lull. Kota? Ah, Alexios, good afternoon. Forgive me, I tend to get lost in reminiscence sometimes. Do you need something? Well, actually, I wanted to talk with you a little, now that things have settled down. Oh? He gestures, and you take his invitation to sit in the chair across from him. Yes, I realize that despite our time together, I don't really know all that much about you. I mean, I know you've been around a long time and have been traveling all over the place, but I'm curious. What's your story? Ah, so you wish to know this old vagrant's tale, It's quite a long and meandering one, I'm afraid, and... He glances at the clock on the wall. And we don't have long until Birdbrain starts making dinner. He loves to turn that noise which he calls music up while he works, and I'll have to vacate the premises when he does so, lest it leave me nursing a headache all night. However, if you're curious, I don't mind at all indulging you for the time being. What would you like to know? Well, for starters, what were you doing before you came here? I happened to catch sight of you walking down the road when you first arrived. What happened to you? Oh, that. I was quite taken aback by the sudden change in locale, let me tell you. But if you're concerned about my well-being, please don't be. I may be older than any human alive, but I'm still hale and hearty. I found myself traveling by foot often enough over the years that I'm very much used to it. As for my circumstances before arriving, I'd been staying for a time in a little town in the Pacific Northwest of America. There are many beautiful places there, all over the world, if one knows where to look. Almost as beautiful as the land of my birth, back when I was much younger than I am now. In any case, I'd actually struck a deal very similar to our arrangement with the owners of one of the stores in town, a little mom-and-pop hiking supplies outpost. In exchange for a place to sleep and the occasional meal, I would provide whatever services they'd require. Huh. Hiking supplies outpost? A hiking supplies outpost? I guess that'd make sense for the region. Indeed. Richard, my most gracious host, told me that the shop had been in his family for generations, providing supplies and goods since the town was first established. Little did he know I was likely one of his ancestors' patrons. Were you now? Yes. This was back in the 1880s, when I first left Japan. There were many of us Japanese immigrating after the country opened up, and that small town, only a fresh settlement back then, was around where I first landed in America. Huh. Small world. And much smaller than you'd think. I should know. I quite enjoyed my time there, truth be told. I enjoyed working for that wonderful couple, and I enjoyed making sure the clientele left happy. That, I suppose, is the one good part of my wandering. Being among humans. Participating in their lives, their joys, their triumphs, offering what little blessing I can give, or helping them to find their own. I suppose you could say that is my true calling in life, my reason for being. One good part. The one good part? Well, a journey by oneself often carries with it the burden of loneliness. All along this road, not a single soul, only autumn evening. Just when the silence becomes stifling, just when you open your mouth to break it, the dragon glances over your shoulder towards the bar. Forgive me for cutting things short. It seems Luke is just about to start his dinner preparations. He hops to his feet, brushing his clothes into pristine neatness, and then gives you a small, polite nod. I enjoyed conversing with you like this, Alexios. We really should do it again sometime. Sure, if the schedule allows, I'd be happy to talk with you more, Kota. Until then, I guess I'll see you later. With another nod and a strained smile, Kota sweeps out of the lounge. The first note of notes of Kota's all-American rock music following in his wake. You rise to your feet, as well, stretch, and head off to finish today's work. Ah, he looks great. Let's check in on the R&D team. The R&D team made some progress, but no project was completed. Let's check in on the exploration team. Your team got really lucky and found 6 raw materials, twice what you expected. Other than that, your exploration team didn't make any big discoveries. Later that night, the guests were enraptured by Kota and Luke's tales about the Forbidden Valley and its odd creatures. All of Asterian's unsightly connections to it were omitted, leaving space for exhortations of his and your talent as leaders. Neither did they mention Clement's betrayal, the expulsion of the former guests, the old staff's unknown fates, or Asterian's regrettable one. You and the Minotaur listened to it all from your table in a corner of the lounge. The guests' captivated gazes, so fixed they became heavy, were not altogether unpleasant. Thus a day came and passed. Sweet Mother Night and her son's sleep embraced the land and all its dwellers. But dawn slithers its way in, as it has since time immemorial. Rise now, my lord, and live again. Let's see. Maybe we can try something a little different. Maybe not. Nothing at the moment. Okay, so I think I'll do that. Can't really do anything with Asterian right now. Okay. So, confirm plan. We'll try that. You decide to take the day off and rest until the afternoon. Let's check in on the R&D team. The R&D team made some progress, but no project was completed. Let's check in on the exploration team. Your team found 3 raw materials. Oh, looks like you found something else. You found a petroglyph writing engraved into a slab of rock. You can read it by opening the files in the menu. Artifacts. Other. What did I find? Wine bottle? Nope. Petroglyph, there we go. A slab of rock with writing engraved on it found in the valley. Some parts of the rock are missing, so it's impossible to read the full poem. 1 second. Cry, O great All-Mother, sorrow so deep that no Parnassian muse would prepare ere a thought to this plea made so. Call, O Poseidon, a muse much more hardy and tougher than. Please, O Melpomene, chant weary lines through red Knossos halls, rich, Thalia come not. Oh, okay. Aight. After sunset, Asterian went off to the rooftop. He did not outright say it, but he required privacy to ruminate on the contract he'd signed a few nights before. You provided him with all the alone time he required. Later, you found Luke by the hearth, chatting with a haggard bunch of guests about his personal misadventures. Their clothes had seen better days. None of them shared a language or origin. All grasped cups overflowing with sweet beverages in their shaking hands. Unshackled by the laws of the outside world, Luke evangelized about the mythical beings, their tales and magic. The guests tightened their grips on their mugs. Magic, fantasy, and the hearth kindled their weary hearts. Food and drink healed their bodies. And Luke's unyielding, screeching laughter, as unpleasant as it sounded, planted within them a dream of prosperity, dignity, and bounty. Alright, y'all, I think I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out that Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!